Imagine waking up in a space where every surface is clear, every item has a purpose, and the air feels lighter and more inviting. You move through your home without tripping over piles of things you don't need, distracted by unfinished projects, or overwhelmed by the visual noise of clutter. In this place, your mind feels calmer, quieter, and more focused. For many people, this isn't just a dream. It's a reality achieved then through the simple yet powerful act of decluttering. Decluttering is more than just tidying up. It's a deliberate process of sorting through your possessions, deciding what truly belongs in your life, and letting go of the rest. While it may seem like a chore at first, decluttering can have deep and lasting benefits for your mental health, transforming not only your environment, but also your mind and mood. Let's explore why decluttering matters, how it affects your mental well-being, and step-by-step strategies you can use to create a space and a state of mind where you feel at ease. The psychology of clutter. To understand the impact of clutter, picture your mind as a computer desktop. When too many files are scattered across the screen, it's hard to find what you need, and your computer can slow down or even crash. In the same way, clutter in your physical environment can overload your senses, making it harder to focus or relax. Research shows that people who live in cluttered spaces tend to report higher levels of stress, anxiety, and even depression. Clutter bombards your mind with excessive stimuli, pulling your attention in multiple directions. It can signal to your brain that work is never done, creating a constant, low-grade stress. You may feel guilty about the mess, ashamed when friends or family visit, or frustrated by the time lost searching for things. Over time, these feelings can undermine your self-esteem and sap your energy. But why do we accumulate clutter in the first place? Sometimes it's practical. Life gets busy, and there's no time to organize. Other times, possessions hold sentimental value, or we fear we might need something in the future. In some cases, clutter can even be a way of coping with difficult emotions, providing a sense of comfort or control. No matter the reason, the good news is that decluttering is a skill anyone can learn, and the benefits go far beyond a tidy room. The mental health benefits of decluttering. 1. Reducing stress and overwhelm. Walking into a cluttered room can be instantly overwhelming. Your brain has to process every item in your visual field, whether it's clothes on the floor, dishes in the sink, or stacks of paper on the table. This constant barrage can raise your cortisol levels, the hormone associated with stress. When you clear away the clutter, you create a visual sense of order that helps your mind relax. You may find it easier to breathe deeply, think clearly, and feel a sense of control over your life. 2. Improving focus and productivity. Clutter isn't just distracting. It can actually reduce your ability to concentrate and complete tasks. When your environment is messy, your brain is constantly reminded of everything you haven't finished, making it harder to focus on one thing at a time. Studies have found that people working in clutter-free spaces are more productive, make fewer mistakes, and feel less mentally fatigued. By decluttering, you give your mind the space it needs to work efficiently. 3. Boosting mood and self-esteem. A clean, organized space can be a powerful mood booster. When you take charge of your environment, you reinforce a sense of agency and accomplishment. You may feel more motivated to tackle other challenges, more comfortable inviting friends over, and prouder of your home. The act of letting go of things you no longer need can also be emotionally freeing, helping you break free from the past and make room for new experiences. 4. Supporting mindfulness and well-being. Decluttering is, at its core, an exercise in mindfulness. It asks you to slow down, notice your surroundings, and make intentional choices about what matters to you. As you sort through your belongings, you may discover forgotten treasures, reflect on your values, and cultivate gratitude for what you have. The process can become a form of self-care, nurturing your mental and emotional health. 5. Creating a sanctuary for rest. Your home should be a retreat from the stresses of the outside world, a place where you can recharge and feel safe. Clutter can rob you of that sanctuary, making it harder to sleep, relax, or simply enjoy being at home. By decluttering, you reclaim your space as a haven for rest and renewal. Getting started, the decluttering mindset. Before you pick up a single item, it's important to approach decluttering with the right mindset. This isn't about achieving perfection or impressing others. It's about creating a space that supports your mental health and reflects your values. Start by asking yourself, what do I want my home to feel like? What activities do I want to do here? Which possessions support my goals and well-being, and which ones get in the way? Remember, decluttering is a process, not a one-time event. It's normal to feel attached to certain items or overwhelmed by the sheer volume of stuff. Give yourself permission to go at your own pace and to celebrate small victories along the way. Practical strategies for decluttering. 1. Start small. One of the biggest obstacles to decluttering is feeling like the task is too big to tackle. Instead of trying to do everything at once, start with a single drawer, shelf, or corner. Set a timer for 15 or 30 minutes and focus on just that area. Small wins build momentum, and you'll be surprised at how much progress you can make over time. 2. Sort and categorize. As you begin, sort your belongings into categories: keep, donate, recycle, or throw away. Be honest with yourself about what you truly use and love. If you haven't worn something in a year, or if an item is broken or redundant, it may be time to let it go. Remember, every item you keep should earn its place in your home. 3. The one-in, one-out rule. To prevent clutter from creeping back in, adopt the one-in, one-out rule. For every new item you bring into your home, commit to letting go of something else. This simple habit keeps your space and your mind from becoming overwhelmed. 4. Tackle sentimental items last. It's often hardest to let go of things with emotional value, like gifts, mementos, or photos. Save these items for last, once you've built your decluttering muscles. When you do come to them, ask yourself whether keeping the item truly brings you joy, or if the memory can be honored in another way, perhaps with a photo or a written reflection. 5. Organize what remains. Once you've decluttered, organize the items you've chosen to keep. Store similar things together. Use boxes or baskets to contain loose items, and label containers so you can easily find what you need. Remember, organization isn't about hiding things away. It's about making your space work for you. 6. Develop daily habits. Clutter has a way of creeping back in if you're not vigilant. Develop simple daily habits to keep your space tidy, like spending 5 minutes each evening putting things away, or doing a quick scan before bed to clear surfaces. Over time, these habits become second nature, supporting your mental health every day. The emotional side of letting go. Decluttering isn't just a physical process. It can also bring up a range of emotions. You may feel guilt about letting go of gifts or things you spent money on. You might grieve the loss of items that remind you of loved ones or past experiences. It's important to honor these feelings without letting them stop you. Remind yourself that memories live in your heart and mind, not in objects. By letting go of things that no longer serve you, you make space for new memories and opportunities. If you struggle with guilt, try reframing the act of decluttering as a form of generosity. Donating unused items gives them a second life with someone who needs them more. Recycling or responsibly disposing of things helps protect the environment. In this way, letting go becomes an act of care for yourself and for others. Decluttering and mental health challenges. For some people, clutter is more than an inconvenience. It's a symptom of deeper mental health issues like depression, anxiety, or hoarding disorder. If you find it extremely difficult to part with possessions, or if clutter is interfering with your ability to live safely or comfortably, it may be helpful to seek support from a mental health professional. Therapists can help you explore the emotional roots of clutter, develop coping strategies, and work through the process at a pace that feels safe. Remember, you're not alone. And there's no shame in asking for help. Decluttering in different areas of life. Decluttering doesn't have to be limited to your physical space. You can also declutter your digital life, your schedule, and even your relationships. Digital decluttering. Our devices can become just as cluttered as our homes, filled with old emails, unused apps, and endless notifications. Take time to delete files you no longer need, organize your photos, and unsubscribe from email lists that no longer serve you. A cleaner digital space can reduce anxiety and help you focus. Decluttering your schedule. A packed calendar can be just as overwhelming as a messy room. Review your commitments and let go of activities that drain your energy or don't align with your values. Creating white space in your schedule allows you to rest, reflect, and recharge. Decluttering relationship. Sometimes, toxic or draining relationships can clutter our minds and hearts. While it's not always possible or appropriate to cut ties, you can set boundaries and prioritize connections that support your well-being. The ripple effect of decluttering. As you clear away physical clutter, you may notice positive changes ripple through other areas of your life. You might find it easier to make decisions, tackle new projects, or pursue hobbies you once set aside. Your relationships may improve as you feel less stressed and more open to connection. You may even discover a renewed sense of purpose or creativity. Decluttering is not about living with nothing. It's about living with intention. It's about choosing what to keep, what to release, and what to welcome into your life. It's about creating a space where you can be your truest self, free from the weight of excess. A journey, not a destination. Finally, remember that decluttering is an ongoing journey. Life is always changing, and so are your needs and priorities. What serves you today may not serve you tomorrow, and that's okay. Be gentle with yourself as you navigate this process. Celebrate each step forward, no matter how small. Trust that with time, patience, and self-compassion, you can create a space that nurtures your mental health and reflects the life you want to live. In the end, decluttering isn't just about the things you remove. It's about the peace, clarity, and freedom you gain. So take a deep breath, start where you are, and know that every item you let go of brings you one step closer to a calmer mind and a happier you.